So objection number 3, what do you hear?
I just don't have time to participate. So James, I'm gonna float that back off to you, and then I'll come back around.
Oh, that's because I have all the time in the world for everything. Time is the most valuable resource that any of us can have. We always talk about, I don't have time for this, I don't have time for that. And the real thing is that you can make time. Mm-hmm. Any of us, we can all make time for the things that we are passionate about. Right. We can make the time to go out and do what we want to do. Mm-hmm. The question just comes down to, are you willing to make that commitment? And ultimately with YPA, it is a commitment. You do need to come out. You need to work the network. You need to develop yourself professionally to go out and, again, try to strive to make that difference, not just in the community, but in yourself. And we hope that we can constantly challenge people to do that. But, we have to want to dedicate that time to go out and make that change. And I hope that, if somebody says, I don't have the time, you're really just creating an excuse for yourself. And hopefully that you can see that eventually and decide to make that change in yourself to do whatever it is that you want to do.
I've heard before that it's not that you don't have time, it's just not a priority.
Correct.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Yep.
Very well put.
And we all have 24 hours in a day. Mm-hmm. And it's just what would you like to fill that with? So that's the question that you would always ask yourself. And it's a matter of priorities. I mean, not to go on a tangent, but very quickly, I'll just circle right back around. But work-life balance. You think about work-life balance, and it's not a thing. They all just mesh together. I know you can relate, Amy. I mean, both of us have children and very young children, and so we definitely don't have time. But we do make it. We prioritize accordingly, and we make sure that we are flexible in that manner.
And you should also take into consideration, I think it's called the 20-80 rule. Normally, there's always 5 big priority items that we always have in our life. Mm-hmm. Figure out what those 5 big priority items are. Take 4 of those that are the high priorities, like those cannot go away. Mm-hmm. But then there's always that one out of those 5 that, let's be honest, is that really a priority? Is that something that should be part of the higher priorities of everything else that you want to accomplish? And if not, remove that. Take it out of your routine and then focus on adding something new that's going to help improve yourself. Maybe that might be something of the lines of not looking at your social media first thing in the morning. Maybe that is, 1 hour less time watching TV, or in my case, just a little less sleep. But, that's perfectly fine. That's what coffee is for.
That's right.
Circling back around to point number 1.
Point number 1. That's exactly right.